Ngicela simphakamiseni ngelinye uthi ngena ayithisi uthi ayithisi uthi ufuna into echisayo ngoba uyachisa echisayo Program Director, Honorable President Jacob Zuma, Minister of Arts and Culture, Comrade Mutetwa, Acting Premier, Comrade Barbara, Comrade Mayor Masina, Ministers, Comrade Lindy, Zulu, Comrade Ayanda, Comrade Mbalula, Comrade Kebima Patwe from MKVA, Comrade Soli from SACP, Comrade the Tambo family and the Ngobi family, all protocol observed. Today is 24 years since Chris was assassinated. The ANC has declared 2017 the year of OR Tambo and unity in action. And what better man to try and emulate the year of his 100th birthday. We are also celebrating the declaration of the grave of Chris and the Chris Hani Memorial and Walk of Remembrance as National Heritage Sites by the Department of Arts and Culture. As Hani family, we are humbled and honored by this gesture of our government led by President Zuma. Comrade Nati Realeboha Haholu. This would not have happened if it were not for Ekhululeni Mayor, Comrade Mzwandile, and his comrades in the municipality. They have worked tirelessly to make sure that the contribution that Chris made is not forgotten. Viva Ekhululeni! I would like to make it clear that I stand here today addressing you all as the widow of ANC and SACP comrade. And it is his memory that we honor today. At the moment, we are living in a time of extreme paranoia and factionalism. I attended a prayer service on the 5th of April at Bethesda Methodist Church in Horton to pray for our country. I was later informed that in some circles of our organization that I belong to a faction that is against the presidency because I attended a prayer service. It is a culture of all churches over the world to pray for their countries and for their leaders. Comrades, I come from a praying family. Whenever I have challenges, I surrender to God, who has never failed me. You can all testify to that. After 24 years of my husband's assassination, I'm still around because of prayer. The scripture that is read in churches to pray for our leaders is in 1 Timothy chapter 2, verses 1 to 2. It reads as follows. First of all, then, I urge that supplications, prayers, intercession, and thanksgiving be made by all people, for kings and for all who are in high position, that we may lead a peaceful and quiet life, godly and dignified in every way. Honorable President and comrades, I do not belong to a faction. I am a member of the ANC, and there's only one ANC. I refuse to play in the hands of those who ask, what would Chris say today? I cannot answer that question. What I do know is Chris was a loyal, disciplined, and responsible ANC cadre. Malcolm X said, open quote, the media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and make guilty the innocent. And that is their power because they control the minds of the masses. We get information from the media about our economy, the ANC in fighting, where and when marches will be held, and reasons for the marches. About the ANC conference in December, who is standing for presidency, even before the ANC branches have made their choices on the leadership. Malcolm X also said, open quotes, if you form a habit of taking or believing what someone says about something without checking it out, you'll find that other people will have you hating your friends and loving your enemies. As a society, we have been bombarded with fake news on social media, and there's a lot of gossip mongering. We all have to be aware of what is happening around us to be able to sift the content of what we are fed as news. South Africa is a democratic country. People have the right to express themselves, freedom of speech, freedom to march, freedom of association, and many other freedoms enshrined in our Constitution. Sir Winston Churchill said the following, open quote, some people's idea of free speech is that they are free to say what they like. But if anyone says anything back, that is an outrage. Several women have been raped by a taxi driver in Soweto, and another woman in the West Rand was raped and killed together with her boyfriend. There was no civil march to taxi association. Okay, can you clap at the end of what I have to say? Because we don't have enough time, but thank you for that clapping. There was no civil society to march to taxi association to demand justice for the raped women. When trade unions demand a living wage for workers in our country, they are met with disdain by employers. There is no civil society march to support the poorly paid workers. When the tragedy at Esidimeni occurred and over 100 people died, the Health Ombudsman released his findings, which were devastating. There was no civil society march. I mention the above incidents not to tell people when or how to react to inequalities, but I feel there is disconnect within society of when to stand together. This being OR 100th birthday, I've been reflecting on the type of leader he was. I was one of the privileged to have OR in my life during the painful days of apartheid. He was kind to my husband, to myself, and especially my children. There was nothing OR would not do for the families of ANC comrades, including, but not limited to sourcing school fees. In spite of all the imaginable challenges in exile, OR still managed to hold the ANC together, united. I would like to quote OR at the ANC 48th National Conference in '91, open quotes. Before I sit down, I wish to make a few observations. We did not tear ourselves apart because of lack of progress at times. We are always ready to accept our mistakes and correct them. Above all, we succeeded to foster and defend the unity of the ANC and the unity of our people in general. Even in bleak moments, we are never in doubt regarding the winning of freedom. We have never been in doubt that the people's cause shall triumph, close quotes. On a personal message to the President of South Africa, I would like to thank President Zuma. As you all know, my youngest daughter went through cocaine addiction. And I want to tell South Africa that I was able to go through this long journey. Guess why? Because Comrade Zuma became a brother to me, a father to my child. This journey, without his support, he was a pillar of strength. It wouldn't have been an easy journey. I am not trying to get votes here, but what I'm trying to illustrate to you is the President of South Africa, Comrade Jacob Zuma, who closely worked with my husband, and I'll tell you something that you didn't know. He was the last person to be with Chris before he was assassinated. I don't know where they had gone to do whatever, but he was the last ANC leader to see Chris. So it was easy for me to go to him and tell him my problems with my daughter's addiction. President, I have no words, but because I believe in God, my wish is, may God bless you 100-fold. Amen.